So we decided to camp out in the town of Alpine last night, mostly because we're in the Apache National Forest, so we were able to easily just find like a dispersal camping site, and we were the only ones here. Again, it's like January, so there's probably not a lot of people that are coming up into the mountains in January. We lucked out. We had snow last night, but it's already melted away this morning. So again, we're lucking out as we're traveling around. Ashley really wants to go south, and she wants to start making our way towards California. But I'm gonna get us to go to Sedona and then back down through Arizona, and then we'll start making our way out west. I really want to take advantage of Sedona during the wintertime. I'm thinking less crowds, and maybe, like the heat is obviously going to be a lot better. So, but that's what we're doing. Also, we woke up this morning and our fresh tank is empty somehow. We're not sure. It's saying empty. That the gauge on these things is never correct, but I don't know why we're empty. We just filled up just a few days ago, and we haven't been using the water too much, so we had to go to the bathroom this morning without water. If you know, you know. It was a disturbing experience. I don't recommend it to anybody. But now we got to go find a place so we can refill our fresh water tank. We just reached outside of Petrified Forest National Park, and what's really neat is here at the south entrance there are actually two museums that are right off of the road as you're turning in. They're right outside the gate to Petrified Forest. Now, you can do free camping here if you have an enclosed vehicle. So if you have a bathroom in your vehicle, you could do free camping here. But they also have electric hookups. That's an additional charge, but it's really not that much money, maybe $25 across the street. But the name of the one that we're at is called the Crystal Forest Museum. And there's little gazebo things that are around, and then there's some flat cement surfaces right here that you can just park right next to. So, I mean, if you want to start a great day off early at Petrified National Park, this is going to be a perfect spot if you want to just lay down here and then go into the park the following day early in the morning. Well, we woke up this morning. We were over at the Crystal Forest RV free camping spot. All you got to do is pull off to the side. It's on the right side. There's two museums that are here. It's the one on the right side that has free parking overnight. The other side actually has hookups that you can pay for. We didn't go with that because we're actually pretty good on electricity right now. But we just went shopping inside the Crystal Forest Museum, and it is so cool to see all these different petrified pieces of wood, and they even got fossils, like massive fossils.
Inside they have all these petrified pieces of wood that you can purchase. It's for purchase, and they have ones just for display. It is so expensive. There's like $6,000 ones. Like, yeah. It's crazy. But how cool would it be to have that? Like, if you have like a talking piece in your house. But not only do they have petrified wood, but they have fossils. We just saw a dinosaur egg. I mean, I've been to a lot of museums over the years, a lot, and I have never seen a dinosaur egg. That's so cool. There's so many different ones. And the one museum across the way, we went there yesterday, wow. Same stuff, very cool stuff to look at. So much, it's a museum basically, but you can purchase these things. Some things are on display that you cannot purchase, they're just for display, and there'll be a little card talking about it. But you can purchase Trilobites. You could just own them. Does any of you own a fossil? Like, that's so cool. Like, you're lucky I don't have a house to hold all this stuff. I wanted to buy all of it, and it's reasonably priced, like $5 for a fossil. Millions of years old. So cool.
Travel back in time with us 200 million years ago. This is what it looked like before all the wood was petrified.
I think I got something. You know why I couldn't be a paleontologist? I'm impatient. Got it. This is bothering me.
We're not here to clean up their messes.
I don't like it. And now you can see it, right?
Well, now I'm sitting here. Ashley decided that it's bothering her, that there are all these little pebbles all over the place, not just on
it's fun.
The fossils.
I've always wanted to do this. You've seen it like when you're little in textbooks, people doing it. Like,
yeah.
I've always wanted to do it.
So now she has to clean up the mess. There's a whole national park out there, but we're in the visitor center doing cleanup.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
So I'm waiting here, waiting for Ashley to finish. You know the ride Dinosaur at Walt Disney World? I think they shut it down now, but yeah. I feel like we just traveled back 200 million years. We're not gonna make it! We're not gonna make it!
That's my favorite ride.
We gotta keep going. Well, for all you fur parents and our dog lovers, all of the trails here are dog friendly.
That's a first.
So go ahead and bring your dog along. It was told to me by the ranger at the kiosk when we first got in. So that's a huge win for us. That way we don't have to leave Pete behind. And it gets pretty hot here during the summertime, so it's best for you to just take your dog anyways. From what we can see here, this goes on for like hundreds of yards of just petrified wood broken up everywhere. And they don't touch any of this. So as you're coming up the trail, all of the wood was naturally here. So they just did the trail around it. But you look down, like you come up to the top and it's just scattered everywhere. There's so much petrified wood around here. Look at the size of this thing. This is a massive log, and this is the trunk. Let's go around. It just keeps going.
We are at Crystal Forest within the park, and it is beautiful, and to my surprise there's more badlands. I absolutely love it. I don't know why. I just think it's so unique. It's so breathtaking. And so back to what we're supposed to be talking about. Okay, Crystal Palace. I said it again. I keep calling it Crystal Palace. We've been around Disney too much. Okay, Crystal Forest. And this is petrified wood that has been found with a lot of quartz and amethyst crystals. So that's how it gets its name. Before this was a national park, of course, there were some bad people with bad intentions trying to harvest the gems that were found in the petrified wood. So what they'd done was they would take dynamite and blow up these trees to get to the pieces inside, and so there's a lot of little remnants left over from that. So it is illegal to take any artifacts out of the park, obviously, but I can see how tempting it is. They are very beautiful, and there's a lot of little pieces you could easily just pop in a backpack or even a pocket, but there's this like little thing that happens when you steal from here.
You get cursed.
You get bad luck. And so there's letters of people that had to return it because the bad luck wouldn't stop, and they apologize, and so they return the specimen back over. Now they can't put it back because they don't know exactly where they got it from, so there's a collection like the park rangers have for scientists' purposes to be able to study it. They want to make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. So leave nothing but footsteps, take nothing but pictures.
We got to Agate Bridge. This log is a huge draw, especially way back in the day. It's a 110-foot petrified log. It's massive. We thought because they said that they reinforced it years ago that we would be able to walk across it. That's not the case. It has a sign that says,
"Area behind sign closed."
That's not fun. just got done at Newspaper Rock, and unfortunately, you're not going to be able to go up close to it. You have to look at it from an overlook point, so you're not going to be like right up next to the petroglyphs. So be sure to bring some binoculars or a decent phone that can actually zoom in and get some photos. They do have a set of binoculars there, so there's 2 of them that you can use to actually zoom in. But if it's busy, it might be nice just to have your own so you can take your time. But what's really cool about the petroglyphs is that they're 600 to 2,000 years old. So you're looking at some pretty historical petroglyphs. So what are the petroglyphs of?
The ones to the left are the migration symbols, and the ones to the right are like religious spirit beings.
So if you're like me and you've always wondered that dark stuff on the rock that you're looking at when you're seeing petroglyphs, I always thought maybe they started a fire and it created a soot so then they could etch into that. But really it's called a desert varnish. So it's made up of a concentration of minerals, clay, just any kind of organic materials, and then they just etch into that on the outside, and that's what creates those petroglyphs. Well, right behind us you can see the telephone poles. That's the old Route 66, and there's a 1932 Studebaker right here on Route 66. And a fun fact, this is the only national park that has Route 66 passing right through it. We just got done over at the Painted Desert Inn. It's a museum now. It used to be able to house people traveling on Route 66. They do have an ice cream parlor, but we showed up about 10 minutes too late. So if you come, they close at 3 p.m. That's what the sign said. And they also have a merchandise shop here too. I think it's a third party. So it's really cool to go in and check it out. It's really neat that people were traveling Route 66 and just got to stop off at this place. And the views out back are absolutely gorgeous. So you got to check out the Painted Desert too. probably the biggest visitor center we've ever seen. It looks like a school,
It's
like an
giving
elementary
high
school. High school vibes?
Yeah. We are now leaving Petrified Forest National Park, and it was a lot better than I thought. I don't know what I expected, but this was definitely one of my favorite parks I've been to. They've got Badlands, they've got the petrified wood. It's amazing. It's beautiful. They also have an area where they do demonstrations. The archaeologists are still finding fossils to this day, and you can watch them, and as they're doing their work, you might be able to see something that was just discovered within minutes ago. So cool. Unfortunately, that park closed at 3 and we missed it by about an hour, but you should definitely come. This is amazing.